Hey, lovely people. How are you doing? So it's another beautiful weekend. I'm super excited to be here with you once again. And yeah, so we had a great time last week and the week before. And I'm quite sure you grabbed a lot from what we shared, and especially from the practical session. So I'm here to welcome you once again to another very interesting time together. We are going to be learning and sharing how to connect with customers using Google Ads. So today I had to wear Google so that you know we're talking about Google today. Okay, guys, I'm so excited to meet you guys once again. Beautiful people of developers in Vogue. I hope your weekend has started off well and you are fine, you are good, and life is good. Your week has your week and your weekend has started off well. I'm super excited to welcome you once again to another very important session. Okay, so my name is Udeme. In case you've forgotten, my name is Udeme. I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria, and I'm so glad to be here. All right, so what I want you to do first for me to drag them. Please drag them. Let them come. Let them know we've started and we are expecting them. All right. And remember, the best way you can let me know you're here is also to comment. I can only see the number of people that are here, but I wouldn't know who is here except you say something. So please help me. Say something in the chat. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you faring? What did you learn last week? How was your thank God it's Friday? How was last night? So say something in the chat, right? And I have Diana. Diana is joining us from Cameroon. Douala, Cameroon, and I have Emmanuel. Emmanuel is joining us from Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. So I want you to keep them busy in the chats, ask them questions, and I'm going to be taking 3 breaks to answer your questions. If you have questions, queries, or anything from last week or the week before, and you want to ask today, no problem. Feel free, all right? If you have questions from what we'll be sharing today, feel free. Okay, so ask us questions concerning anything. We'll be happy and more than excited to answer to you and try to put you through in the best way we can, and hopefully it's within the confines of what we know. Okay, so another great opportunity to share with you on connecting with customers using Google Ads. So a big shout out to developers in Vogue. Just Mokpokpo. Hi, Just. Annette, how are you? Michael Konadu, how are you, Michael? Vernon Chizongo, hi, how you doing? Amina, hi, how you doing? Eric, how you doing? Estalil, how you doing? Merlin, Namoso. Okay, so if I didn't pronounce your name properly, please don't kill me. Bear with it, bro. Okay, so where are you joining us from? Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Where are you coming from? Please let me know in the chats again. Where are you coming from? Or where are you from? Where are you chatting from? Okay, I can see Amina is from Ghana. Who else? All these names don't sound Nigerian anyway. So maybe you could help me. Blessing, hi. How you doing? I'm happy to see you again. Hello, Christabel. How you doing? Please let me know where you're joining us from and possibly how the weather is where you are. It's been gloomy here. Like, a couple of days, either it's raining or it's cloudy. Just so it's not good weather in my definition. My good weather is it is sunny because this weather always disrupts internet and cause a lot of things. So let me know how the weather is where you are and possibly where you are joining us. Okay, just Mokokwe is joining us from Ghana. Michael is joining from Ghana. And the rest of you, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. So one thing you're gonna do for me, please locate the thumbs up button and give it a thumbs up, right? Do that for us. That will help the rest of the people who are not here. So just locate it and give it a smash. And I love seeing it splash. Like, that new design is quite good for me. I love seeing it splash. So just tap on it, let it splash, right? So do that for us and then locate the share button tap on it, copy that link, invite somebody. Okay, so copy the link and invite somebody. Let them know we are here, we've started, and we're expecting them. Why I want everybody to be here before we start is because I'm trying to avoid. Please, can you go back to what you said earlier? Right, that will be difficult to do because we have a lot to cover. I remember we have 2 sessions today. This is the first one. Then we are going to be having the next one by 20. So please help us to call them to come. All right. So this will be the last 2 sessions you're going to be having for this particular cohort. And I hope you've had a swell time this past 3-4 weekends. Okay. Who else is here from Ghana? Hello. Christabel is from Ghana. It's Scott and Cloudy. Okay, Scott and Cloudy here too. Isaac Brown from Ghana. Nasa Stella is from Owerri, Nigeria. Nice to meet you, Stella. Janet Ameyo, Ghana. Quite cool, yeah? Okay. Blessed Faith Mensa from Ghana. Hi. Kwesi Jerry from Ghana. Blessed Faith. Weather is cold. Okay, enjoy, but try and cover up so that you won't catch some cold in your ribs. Hello, Rita. Okay, so it seems like the whole of Ghana is cold. All right, so please copy the link from the share button. I'm sure there's a group chat or something where everybody is. Please copy it, copy the link, and remind everybody that's there that we've started. So let's get started. And we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, the first part, we'll be talking about an introduction to online advertising. We are going to understand what Google Ads is and how to help you to connect with your customers, connect your business online. And the second part, we talk about how to set advertising goals, right? And then how to create a smart campaign, So please help us to learn. So you're going to learn also how to understand how to track. You're going to understand how to track, how to measure your campaign performances at the end of the day. Hopefully, if we can finish fast, I can just run down on a little practical session so that you have the benefit, you have a full benefit for the time you're going to be spending here. All right. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully, I can finish it early enough. All right, so let's go to the first part, an introduction to online advertising. All right. So online advertising has been around for a long time. It's been around for a long time, and businesses, both large businesses, small businesses, have used several means of advertising, both advertising traditionally, newspaper, magazines, radio, television, and the rest of them, or now using the digital media to advertise, to put their business to appear on search result pages, on web pages, on video that is on YouTube or any other video playing application. So, and a lot of results have sprung out of all of this. So you need to be found online as a business. If not, you might be shortchanging yourself. So because obviously that's where the potential customers are. That is where they are. That is where they want to see what you're doing. People don't really have business of asking people, where can I buy this? Where can I buy that? Nobody does that again, right? People just want to go on their phones and type where they can find a particular thing, type the name, and then it takes them to where they're supposed to be, right? It takes them to where that business actually exists, right? So people are looking for information about products, about services, what you offer, and they just want to get it done that way, right? So if you as a business person, you are not there, you are shortchanging yourself. So now we're not even talking about running ads. We're even talking about having a presence online. So that is just the other level, the advanced level of it, okay? You do yourself that good to put yourself out there as a business, right? Okay, and who else? Who did I not greet? Daniela, hi, from Ghana. Okay, nice to meet you, Daniela. Evelyn, nice to meet you. Please help us. We are having almost a quarter of the people we had last time. Please help us reach out. Be your brother's keeper. Call them to come, right? I'm trying to avoid. Please, can you go back to the other one? So let's start as everybody's coming. We just start at once. Thank you so much. I love you so much, and I want you to succeed. I want your business to succeed. All right, so let's go next. Let's talk about customers how they are connecting online. A couple of figures just to raise your eyebrow. So as of December 2019, we had about 525 million SIM connections, million internet users rather, that was recorded in Africa alone. Now we have also about 74% of web traffic that was generated via smartphones, and only 24% came via PC, that is personal computer, laptops, and the rest. And out of those users, you had about 208 million 208 million people that search online for businesses, product, services, and people that actually shop online. And that is in Africa alone. Now imagine 208 million, which is almost the population of Nigeria, that have shopped online in the whole of Africa. And now Nigeria has had more than 60% of its population shopping online. So that means out of maybe about 220 million Nigerians, we've had about at least 120 million shopping online. Now that's just to raise your eyebrow, raise your concern. What are you doing if you're not online as a business? I mean, you're shooting yourself on the leg, because it just feels like you're losing out on a truckload of people that are supposed to be doing business with you. And you don't want that. Yeah? You don't want that. So you want to pay attention to how you can get yourself situated, how you can make yourself more visible, how you can make your brand more known online. Okay, so how are you currently connecting with your customers? So I want you to share with me how you're currently connecting with your customers. So let me know in the chat how you are currently connecting with your customers. And don't forget, if you have questions, we have time to answer questions today. Who did I not get here? Joanne, hi Joanne, how you doing? Joanne Donko and Juliana Dovi, hi, how you doing? Olivia, how you doing? Deborah, I hope I got one of them correct. Olivia is from Ghana, nice to meet you. Ntoya Isaiah, nice to meet you once again. So how are you currently connecting with your customers? A lot of people, a lot of brands have different ways. Social media, some are running ads, some are just doing a lot of things, so share with us how you do yours. Okay? Okay, Annette said WhatsApp. Okay, so it could be WhatsApp, some people could be WhatsApp, some people could be Facebook, some people could be, and all of those are classed under social media. Some people have websites, some people have apps, some people have, just name them, right? Some people are using Google Business Profile that we spoke about, which is a business directory. Some people have Facebook Marketplace, some people have e-commerce, Jumia, and the rest of them. So it's a lot of things that people use. So there are different ways you can get to connect with your customers online. Hello, Danso. How are you doing? Welcome once again. Okay, so let's talk about a typical consumer's journey. If I'm too fast or if you lose me along the way, please stop me, okay? Stop me. It won't make sense if I'm just speaking all this English and you're not getting anything. So please stop me if I'm too fast. Okay, so a typical consumer journey is not a straight line, okay? Because customers are naturally just deeply connected to information. Remember, you can always get things done almost at a snap of the finger. Information is almost everywhere, right? So it's not a simple straight line like everybody would think. People just wake up and just come to your shop and buy. There must be a need, right? So there are many reasons people go online, many ways to find information online, many devices that people are using, smartphones, tablets, PCs, computers. All of these results in different ways that customers interact. That is the customer journey now. It results in different ways. So a typical example would be, okay, you just woke up one morning and discovered possibly your laptop screen is broken. Oh my God. Maybe you stomped on it, or some baby stomped on it. You just woke up this one morning and discover your laptop screen is broken. What do? Your normal mind would tell you, okay, I can fix this. So what you do first is maybe you try to open it up, or sometimes you want to jump on Google to search tutorials on how to fix a broken screen. Not necessarily broken, maybe just shut down. Maybe the cable that joins the screen and the other parts has disconnected or something. And then you jump in there and then you realize, maybe the jargons that I'm using in this thing, this fixing, is too much for me to understand. So you change method. You're now going to start reading articles, how to fix your laptop, how to change your broken screen, and all of that. And then when you discover that it's something you can't do, you now want to go to YouTube, because YouTube can tell you, okay, carry this screen and put here, and then you find out that the tools they have there is not something you can have access to, and that makes it even more complicated. So, but possibly out of frustration, you're just going to step out, and then you visit websites looking for prices of laptops, and prices of brands that fix laptops and all of that. And when you find maybe the price is too much, you're just going to go back to the process of looking for a local repairer. And luckily, you find a local repairer around you, and that is how your problem gets solved. So you just jump on, speaking to the local repairer and asking the local repairer for his address. You get down there, book an appointment, and eventually pay the local repairer to fix your laptop. Now, the local repairer on this end now is a person that had a conversion. But did you see how it came? From search to playing video to going back to search, to going back to looking for a local repairer. So there is no straight line. That is what we are actually trying to explain. There's no straight line. And now this is for a broken laptop. The journey is going to be different for a real estate person. It's going to be different for a baker. It's going to be different for someone in the fashion industry. It's going to be different for people in different industries, right? So you need to understand that customer journeys are a little bit complex, right? Now, search is the common thread. So you must have noticed in that consumer journey on every device that there's a search along the way. Okay, so it's where many people journey to when they want to look for information online. So people go to search first. Now you can bear me witness that the last time you had a need, you went to Google. So Google provides opportunity for everybody to meet customers where they are actively looking. That is why the topic we're talking about today, how to set up the search engine marketing, is very important, because your ad shows up at the time people are making the search. It doesn't just show up randomly like what display ads will do. Okay, so you as a business person now, your place is to be having viable information. That's why Google Business Profile is very, very important. You need to have viable information of what people should possibly be searching for when they come to you. So you might have questions like, why is my laptop screen black? How to fix laptop screen? Fix laptop screens video. Cost to fix laptop screen. How do I know if I need to replace my laptop screen? So you want to have topics like that on your caption. Now I'm speaking because I'm speaking from the standpoint of a laptop repairer. It should be different things for your industry. So you should be having content like this that answers questions of curious people that are going online to make search. Okay, so the Google Business Profile, as important as it is very, 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 very important. I needed to stress that because it's expected possibly you don't have a website to tell all this story. So you may have a Google Business Profile where you can write and write. I remember I told you guys that writing is what's going to give you that much results as long as Google Business Profile is concerned, because Google crawls the internet looking for keywords. Keywords are present when the people put them out there, right? It could be blogs, could be Google Business Profile, it could be websites. So it could be social media. So you need to put yourself out there with the right content, answering possible questions that clients in your industry should love to ask. And that's what draws them to you. Okay? So why do you need to advertise on Google? I hope you are getting me. So please let me know if you are understanding me. The duration for this class is going to be 1 hour. And we have another class for 12:30, and that is going to be for another 1 hour. Joanne, I hope you got that. Okay, so now, why do you need to advertise on Google? So managing business is already a whole lot of job, but advertising your business online doesn't have to be a whole lot of job, actually. So Google actually presents to you, Google Ads actually presents to you an effective solution, and just more like an easy way for you to manage what you do. So I keep focusing on the business and leave the ads to just keep running. So search, like I mentioned earlier, is a strong indicator of intent. When people go online to make a search, go to Google to type a keyword, they want to find out an information. They have an intention on what they want to do with that information. That is why the Google Ads is very important. When you want to find out more about a particular particular thing, what you want to do with that information, when you're looking for something, what to do, and even if you want to visit a particular website, more often than not, what do you want to do with that information when you find it? So people don't just search with their fingers. We search with our voice assistant even now, so you can see that small thing that looks like a microphone. So you can tap on it and tell Google what you want. You don't even need to type now. Or you can tap the other one, which is a Google, what is it called now? The Google Pixel. No, not Pixel. There's a way it's called. It looks like a camera. So if you hover it over a particular screen, if you hover it over a particular picture, Google captures it, reads information about it, and possibly searches that information for you. So there are different ways to search. Now the summary there is search has a great intent. People that go to search have a great intention with what they want to do with that information. And there are a couple of advantages with the Google Ads. You get to, you're able to track and measure your performance, and its value can be tracked. You can measure it, you can control your budget. Let's say you started with $20 and maybe you want to stop along the way. You can stop it, right? So you can control your budget. You can decide to reduce the budget. You can decide to increase it. You can decide to pause an ad. You can decide to edit an ad. You can cancel an ad anytime you want. So you have full control over your ad. It might not be the same thing for other platforms. You might not be that lucky. And you can always get to try out new strategies. You can start from cost per click and jump over to cost per action, and jump from cost per action to cost per view. So you can try out different strategies, and what works is what you eventually stick to. So let's talk about how ads actually work on Google. So it actually begins with a question, a need, or a desire. And that is not about you, that is about the person that is actually making that search. So most people start searching online by typing a search query into Google. And now what happens is Google's algorithms will work by creating a search engine result page. Meanwhile, what it does is the Google bot crawls the internet and presents to you a set of results, right? Now that set of results is going to show to you first shopping ads, the ones that are paid for. It's going to show to you ads first. Ads are the ones that are paid for, the one we are actually trying to teach you now how to set up. Remember I said the search engine optimization will get your website to the first page after a very long time. Whereas the search engine marketing, which is the one we're talking about now, can get to the first page almost immediately. So the ones that are paid for are the ones that always show on top. And most times, the ones that are shown on top are the shopping ad will show first. It's still an ad. It will show first because they're a little bit complex and they're more expensive, right? And now you're going to see the other websites that are now showing to you next. Other websites that are being sponsored, and you're going to see that sponsored thing on top of it at the bottom of the page before you get to see the search engine optimized websites at the below the ads. Okay, so now Google does a little calculation on considering a lot of things to determine who comes first, who comes second, who comes third, who comes last, because everybody wants to be on page one. Remember, we established the fact that a lot of people don't go to page two because people don't really value information from page two downward. So people always stay on page one. So the struggle is to be on page one. So it begins with an intent, right? People asking questions, and then Google shows you a set of information, the ones that are paid for first, before the ones that have not been paid for. Now, ads appear in search results in various ways, just like the way I've explained. So most times you're going to see the ones that are being, you're going to see the shopping ads first before the rest of the next. You see the text ads. Now, advertisers do not pay for ads to show, do not pay to show ads on search results, but they only pay if a searcher takes action. Now, what that means there is, if you saw the ad sponsored on top and you did not click, the advertiser didn't pay for it. It's more like you're saying, I want to advertise on radio, but I want to pay for only the number of people that listen to the ad. So the people that did not listen to the ad, the radio station will not charge you. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain. So you only pay for results in Google Ads. You don't pay for the times it shows up. That's impressions. You're not paying for impressions. You're paying for the clicks, depending on what kind of campaign you're doing anyway. So an ad's position on the page relative to other ads is always determined by something that is called the ad ranking. So ad ranking is normally calculated using the bid amount, the ad quality at the auction time, and that includes things like the click-through rates, the relevance, the landing page experience, how friendly the landing page is. We'll talk about all of that. Now the ad rank threshold, the context of the search, and every other thing, the time of the search terms, other signals, as well as other expected impacts of the ad extensions if you are setting up on the expert mode. And now the ad rank also is calculated every time an eligible ad competes in this auction. But don't bother yourself about all those English I just spoke now, right? Don't bother your head about it. Now, all that Google is trying to explain to you is that when people make a search, what comes first, who comes second, who comes third is determined by a few parameters. Maybe the money you put in to bid for the ad, or sometimes how beautiful your landing page is, and some other little things. Don't worry your head about that side. You don't need to bother your head about all these things because the way the Google Smart campaign is designed, you don't need to bother your head about all these parts. Leave all these technical things. This is for experts. So we want you to know how to set it up in the easiest, simplest form. So don't bother your head about how the ranking works and all of that. Don't bother your head. So ads appear on search, right? Especially the shopping ads will show first. Then the search results may include the text ads. These are other websites that will show. And now ads also appear on partner websites. So when you go to partner websites like Google sites, maybe like Gmail, sometimes if you open your Gmail, you check the top part under promotion or social, you're going to see some of them written ad, right? Maybe your Gmail, maybe your YouTube. So Google actually has business with more than 2 million non-Google websites that are classed under the Google Display Network. The search network is the one you find when you make search on Google. All these other ones are classed under Google Display Network. So when you're browsing on websites and you find ads show to you, those display ads, right? They pop up and show to you. It means that Google actually has business with that particular website. So they are classed under the display network. So display ads will pop up to you. Very annoying thing. Sometimes you find it on websites. Sometimes you find it on apps. Sometimes you find it on your movie, your audio players like Boomplay, the Shopify, the AudioMac, and all of them. So display network actually reaches 90% of internet users across millions of websites, news pages, on blogs, Google sites, on YouTube. Remember, sometimes when you're on YouTube, you find some ad below the video you're watching. That is display ad also. So when you are watching video ads, when you are playing a video on YouTube, and ads pop up and will tell you skip in 5 seconds. That is video ads, right? The ones that are distracting you when you are watching the video. The one that shows below the video is classed under display ads. And don't forget, all of these kinds of ads are set up on the Google Ads platform. So I've mentioned 3 now. We've spoken about the search ads. Now we're talking about the display ads. We're talking about the video ads, which is the one you find on YouTube. 3 different setups on one platform, right? It happens on the one Google Ads platform. I hope you got that. So let me know if you understand me before I move on. Do you understand? I hope I didn't get you missing. Help me. Okay, Annette. Okay, I saw that. Yeah, so you need to pay close attention because this might be a little bit technical, but I'm trying to make it the easiest form that you ever hear. Okay, I hope you get me. I hope you understand. Please say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Text me. I'm looking at the chat. Okay, so while we move on, okay, Dinam, thank you. So let's go on. Let's talk about. Remember, if you have questions, please stop me or throw the questions into the chat. Diana is there. Emmanuel is there. They can always get to see. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about Google Ads key features. Key features of the Google Ads. Remember, I spoke about that you only pay for results, right? So you only pay when somebody actually takes the action. For instance, on search ads, if you type a keyword to make a search and an ad showed, you did not click on the ad, that means the advertiser did not pay. The advertiser was not charged for that particular. If you just saw it and skipped, the advertiser didn't pay for it. If you are on display ads, if you set up display ads, those ones that pop up on websites, right? If that one is charged, I'm going to explain that later. That one is charged per view, right? But if you're on video ad, that means if you set up video ad, the one that shows up on YouTube that distracts all your videos, until you watch that video for at least 30 seconds, that is when the advertiser pays. Except maybe it's a non-skippable ad. You see some of those ones that you can't skip. You just need to pay for maybe the 15 seconds that is there before you continue or whatever you're watching. But if you skip in 5 seconds and you skipped it, the advertiser did not get charged. But if you watch that ad for at least 30 seconds, that's when the advertiser got charged, right? Remember, I said it's like you going to the radio station or going to the television and telling them, okay, I have 5 million naira, but I want you to charge me for only the people that saw the ad, not just a random saying. Because what those ones do is broadcasting. They just broadcast it. So whether they're broadcasting to your audience or not to your audience, it doesn't really matter. But I'm just trying to explain it from the angle of how Google operates, because only charge you for the results. Okay? There are no startup fees, like what will happen in some cases. There are no cancellation fees, like what will happen in some cases. There are no contracts, like what will happen. So some of you have heard things like PPC or CPC. So PPC will mean pay per click or cost per click, right? So it just means that you only pay for results, right? Not just for it to appear, not when it appears. And there are other means of all these things are called bidding strategies. Like now, if you are advertising with the display ads, if you are advertising display ads, what's the bidding strategy in that display ad is called the cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM. If you are advertising video ads, it's called cost per view. That means until somebody watches that video for 30 seconds, that is when Google is going to charge you maybe 0.1 or $0.01, depending on what people agreed when you're setting up the ad. Okay? Now, there are other bidding methods, but again, you don't need to bother your head about all of that. All those ones are just extra protocols. So for the one we are actually explaining right now, don't bother your head. Things have really been simplified for an average person to be able to set up ads without need to think about all these long jargons. Okay, so I'm going to take the first pause to answer your questions. If you have questions for me, please ask. Yeah, it's a bit technical, yes. That is why I'm trying to break it down. Joanne? So if you have questions from what I'm trying to explain, please ask me. Am I fast? I hope I'm not. Maybe because of the way I'm speaking, but as per the content, I'm not fast, trust me. Okay, so that's why I'm going to maybe try to finish up, so that I'm going to run a little practical for you guys to see how things play out. Hopefully I can finish in good time. All right, so let's go on since I don't have questions right now. So let's talk about preparing to set up your Google ads. So before you start to prepare setting up your ads, you need to consider what your business goals are. What do you want to achieve, right? You want to consider that first. And considering your goals will actually determine the type of ad you are going to be embarking on. So you need to clarify that. First step, clarify your goals. Ask yourself, what am I doing? Why am I promoting my online presence? What outcome do I want to see as a result, right? So you might say you want more money, you want to sell more products, you want to find more clients, you want to grow your business, you want to hire more people, you want to get donations, whatever it is. All of those are very legitimate goals, but they lack a little bit of specificity. It needs to be specific. So you look at the various ways you can make your goals stronger. That will determine if you want to run a search ad. That will determine if you want to run a video ad. Video ads are basically used for awareness creation, and display ads are basically used for awareness creation and product consideration, right? Search ads are basically used for sales. Sales because, like I mentioned earlier, people that go on Google to make a search have an intent on whatever results Google feeds them back. So most times, the search ad is used to improve sales, for sales purpose. So you want to spell out what your goals are. And remember, your goals need to be smart. Remember, we spoke about smart being specific. It needs to be specific. It needs to be detailed. They're talking about laptop. What type of laptop are you talking about? Right? What type of laptop do you want to promote? It must also be measurable. Your goals should be trackable and measurable. How will you know that you've been able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish? For instance, you want to sell 1,000,000 laptops. How will you know you've been able to sell 1,000,000 laptops? Is it going to be by the money that flows in, or is it going to be by the number of counts? You need to spell that out before you even start, right? Now you need to be frank to yourself. Is a goal realistic? Is it achievable? So you don't just want to jump from selling 20 laptops to selling 1,000,000 laptops. It doesn't even sound logical, right? It's good to dream big, but the space of time you keep for you to be able to achieve all of that might be a little bit achievable or unrealistic. So you want to be sincere with yourself, asking yourself if you have what it takes. You have the technical know-how, you have the financial know-how, do you have the human resource to be able to get all of that done? Is it relevant to your business? Is it realistic? Will the goals help you reach your business goals? Does it drive the business results that you're looking out for? And lastly, you must be time bound. Time bound there means you can't set a goal and keep it open-ended. It needs to be between this period to this period, right? It needs to be within 3 months, within 4 months. All of that will help you to be able to know, am I making progress in the first 3 months? Am I making progress in the first 2 weeks? Am I not making progress in the first 2 weeks? All of that is going to be what will help you. So you set your goals specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and it must be time bound as well. All right, so let's talk about smart campaigns, like the one we are actually going to be explaining after now. So these smart campaigns are just designed specifically for small businesses and people that want to promote their products and their services online. So smart campaigns can be set up and run in just a few steps. So you can choose different goals. It used to be with 3 different goals. You want people to call you, you want people to visit your website, you want people to visit your physical store. Now, recently, Google added you want to run video ads. You can run video ads also on the smart campaign, and you can set it up in a matter of minutes. And now, this campaign uses smart technology to monitor the campaigns to improve the performance of your ads continuously. And now, another big advantage of the smart campaign is that a lot of the work of managing the campaign. For instance, for those of you that have used the expert mode in setting up your ad, you know that it's a very tedious process. You need to do a keyword research, to do a lot of things, change the strategy over time and all of that. So the work of managing the campaign is completely automated, right? It's completely automated. So you don't need to spend time in all those long protocols and all of that. So, and remember, you only pay for results. So you're going to be looking at the smart campaign after now. But meanwhile, I want to take a pause to answer your questions if you have anyone. So we are going to be breaking down a lot of things, and hopefully we finish early enough. I can open up the platform for you to see how it looks. Any questions? Okay, Janet. Okay, so Janet doesn't understand. Okay, I'm fast. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to this particular part now, so just pay close attention. I'll break it down. Then I'm going to open the platform for you to see. Then you're going to let me know at the end if you didn't still understand, right? So let's do that. Let's do that right now. I'm trying to be a little bit, I'm trying to see how to break it down in the best possible way. Okay, so let's see step 1. Now, you remember your Google business profile, right? Everybody remembers the Google business profile. So now, if you check your Google business profile, those of you that have one, you can check and you see that you want to advertise. So you can actually click from there and advertise. So now, the Google business profile can be a landing page. Now, what landing page means is when you see an ad, maybe it's a video ad on YouTube, or maybe it's a display ad that showed up on a website, or maybe it's a search ad that showed up when you made a search. When you see an ad, and you clicked on that ad, right? For instance, if it's an ad from Jumia showing you laptop, you click on that ad, it takes you to a page on the website. Now that page on the website is called the landing page. It doesn't necessarily need to be a fully built website. It could be a page on a website or just a portion of the website, because sometimes if you find if you find you click on a shopping ad, for instance a laptop, it takes you to the place where they want you to check out or add to carts, right? So that page you landed now becomes the landing page. Is a page that actually holds the purpose of what the advertiser wants you to do. So sometimes you click on a landing page, you click on a link from an ad, and they want you to join a Telegram group. Or sometimes you click on that link and they want you to fill a form, right? And then to click on the ad and they want you to watch a video. So different intentions from different advertisers, right? So that page you land becomes your landing page. And the Google Business Profile can serve as a landing page for your ad. I hope you understand that now, right? So you need to choose what landing page you want to use. And remember, your Google Business Profile can serve as one, or you can actually use a website or a page of your website to actually advertise. So let's say, like in this case, you chose your landing page to be a website. You already know how a Google Business Profile works. And don't forget that the Google Business Profile, even if you want people to pay for your products from that website, you can add a payment gateway there. Maybe Flutterwave, maybe Paystack, or any of those places, any of those brands that can help you to collect payments, all right? So it can serve as a landing page for whoever is trying to advertise. So now you can use websites. You can use, what is it called now? You can use a website. So we are going to be using a website for this, our illustration. So now we choose a website, and now Google is going to ask you to add your business name. And then when you move from there, Google is going to ask you to add the link of the website. So you add the website address. Remember, if is impacther.org/donation, that means you're sending people to the donation page. So you need to copy that donation link and paste it there. Remember, I said it can be either a website or a page on a website to be your landing page. Okay, now you're going to get a preview of what that page looks like on both mobile and on desktop, right? Now Google is going to ask you, after you pass that stage, what type of ad do you want to run? Now the goals now, you can see you have want people to call you, you want people to visit your website, you want people to visit your physical store, or you want to run a video ad campaign, right? So you choose either of them that you want. But remember, if you are choosing the one with the website, you can have both the calls and the location as an addition to it. Okay, so the one with website will actually do you more good. Most times I like choosing that one. So now Google is going to ask another question: what customer action should your campaign deliver? You're going to see an option there that's recommended. You choose that one, and now it's going to be the time for you to write your ad. What do you want people to see? And this is the part that is called the ad copy. What do people see when they see your ad? Remember, sometimes when you're setting up the ad, or when you make a search, you get to see some lines with blue lines, which are the headers, right? And then below the headers, you see another set of description, right? Now, the headers are the ones in blue. The ones below with ash color are the description. So now you're going to write what you want people to see when they search for anything that brings your ad to them. So you have 30 characters to write, 30 characters for the headers, 30 characters. You're going to be writing 3 headers, and 90 characters for 2 descriptions. You're going to be adding every other detail, your phone number, your location, if you want. That's optional. Okay. So I remember, what you are writing for people to see must be catchy. It must be compelling. So you want to put the necessary keywords in your ad copies. It's called copies. What you want people to see. You want to put the necessary keywords in your ad copies. If you are setting it up on the expert mode, it's called you can add extensions. Extensions may be things like call out extension will be buy one, get 2 free. You may see things like free delivery, free shipping, call out. That is what is going to attract people. So you want to add all of that on your headers. I don't know about others, but personally, I don't get to read the description of any ad. I only read what is on the blue line. I don't know about other people. So now Google is going to be the one to shuffle which one shows. Is it header 1, header 2, header 3? That is not your work. That is Google's work to do. Okay? And now, when you finish from there, you're now going to set up your keywords. Now, keywords, remember, if you're running your ad on the expert mode, you're going to be doing a lot of keyword research using the Google Keyword Planner or maybe the Google Trends or maybe Keyword Everywhere. There are a lot of tools for keyword research. But with the smart campaign, you don't need to do all of that. Google must have picked what kind of content is relevant for you from your websites, because they must have crawled the website that you submitted as a landing page. And then they'll present to you a set of keywords. Now, it's not compulsory you pick the one they recommend. You can add your own. So you have the liberty to add at least 10 keywords and maximum of 20 keyword themes. Just add it. So now what you're telling Google is when people search for words that have these lines or one of these words, let my ad show. That is for the keyword. Now that is what keywords does to your ad. Now you're going to select where you want your ad to show. So you can choose if you want the ad to show in Nigeria, in Ghana, or in some states in Nigeria, or in some states in Ghana, or whichever place where you are. So you choose that. Or you want to do a kilometer radius, maybe 5-kilometer radius. You see that first option, you just click on it and then you move that icon to the right. It expands it for people that want to focus more on the area where they're servicing, area where they're located. And remember, if you are running ads for 200 million people, let's say you're running ads for the entire of Nigeria, you're targeting at least 200 million people. So let's say out of 200 million people, 1% of 200 million people, which is 2 million, are the ones to click to see and click your ad, right? So even if you had your bidding cost as $0.01, that means you're going to be paying $0.01 times 2 million. That is going to affect your budget. So you want to choose a location you can service. What I mean there is, the wider you choose, the more you spend. So the lesser you choose, the lesser you spend. So you want to focus more on where your catchment areas is, where you know your customers are, and spend less. I hope you got that. So now the next step is for you to set your budgets. How much do you want to spend throughout the entire campaign? So you get to set that. Now you're going to review your settings. Everything you wrote from the campaign name to the copies, and then Google is going to give to you an idea of what your ad will look like from the preview. You can click on that edit icon and change whatever you want to change. And now you get to add your payment information. There are two types of payments on Google. Now one is automatic payment, one is automatic payment, and the other one is the manual payment. Automatic payment is you put in your card details as you're setting up the ad. Google lets the ad to run, and you see the figures counting on your dashboard. At the end of the month, the beginning of the new month, Google debits your card of the amount the ad has spent, right? That's number one, that's automatic payment. Then the manual payment is you move the money you want to use, let's say $20, you move it from your account to the ads platform. So as the ad is performing, the money is reducing. That is a manual payment. So you have two options to decide which one you want. And now you're all set. So Google is going to review your ads based on their policies, right? They're going to remember adult content is not permitted for ads. Cryptocurrency, NFTs, and anything that relates to it is not permitted for ads. What else now? Ammunitions, pharmaceutical drugs is not permitted. Health stuff, health programs most times are not permitted. You see some pictures before now and after for health products, it's not permitted. They'll flag it. That means that ad is not going to run. And which other one now? Ammunitions and yeah, there are a lot more. So you want to study what products are not permitted on the Google platform before you start setting it up, because you don't want Google to block your accounts, right? So now that's it, and now they're going to let your ad to start to run. Now you're going to see the dashboard, you're going to see the clicks, you're going to see the clicks that you're having, the impressions you're having, the calls, the conversions, and all of that will be showing to you on your ad. the dashboard. You can also connect your ad to your analytics accounts that can always expose to you some more details. So just click on that tools and settings. When you click on tools and settings, the next thing you're going to be saying is going to be for you to copy a number from your copy a number from what's it called now? Copy a number from your analytics accounts, and you just need to plug that number there, and you can open your analytics. Remember, I showed you analytics thing, that was 2 weeks ago. You can open your analytics account and run the ads from there. Very simple. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you if you understand, but let me just go to the practical parts. Then when I finish, I'm going to ask you if you understand. How about that? Okay, Glory, welcome. You are not too late. Why is it that sometimes the information you get when using laptop is different from using phone for information? Matthew, are you sure about that? I'm not quite sure about that. It most times depends on, like a lot of times, what shows first and what shows second and what shows third is influenced by a lot of things. That's when we spoke about the ad ranking. The time of the search tool comes into play. For instance, if I set my ad to run between 12 p.m. GMT and 6 p.m. GMT, and you're searching for the ad of that period, my website is not going to show. So a lot of things come into play. Who comes first? Who comes second? Remember, all of that can be set. You can decide when your ad should show to people and when your ad should not show to people. It's all within your reach to decide that. That is the best explanation I can give you. But there's more to it. There's more to ad ranking. There's more to ad ranking than just the time. Okay, the quality of the landing page, the bidding costs. How much do you want to pay Google? And a lot of things. A lot of things come into play. On the back end, you're not seeing those things, right? Matthew, I hope that helped. Okay, so let's go to the practical. I'm hoping I'll be able to be fast enough. So let's say, so what you do if you are on your website, we are on your email. So you just come to email, click on this place. You're going to see Google Ads, right? So you just tap on Google Ads and it's going to open you on another page. Now, two things about this page now. Two things about this page is either you typed ads.google.com and got here, or you just did what I just showed you now. So there are different ways. There are different ways you can follow this method. Or you can just type ads.google.com. You're still going to land here, right? So when you land here, what you need to do is, if I'm seeing my face, it means that my email is logged into the site. So what you need to do is either you sign in or you start now. Either of them works, right? So let's see what start now will offer. So start now already shows that my account has some ads that are running. So if I want to switch from the Google account, if I want to do new ad, it's all my choice. So I have 3 ads here that I tried to set up, because I'm just going to open one of them and show to you something. Sorry, I was sharing the wrong screen. Let me go back. I was sharing the wrong screen. So now it's either you want to add new Google accounts or you want to switch the Google accounts. So let's say I want to just start up from one of the ones that already exist. I'll just tap on one of them and to land me to a different page. Now, this is how the Smart Campaign page works. But let me open an expert mode campaign and show to you how it looks like. Hopefully, I can show you all these things within the confine of time we have. Diana, please share the attendance so that they can just please fill the attendance and come back and continue. I'm sure this is the most interesting part you've been waiting for. So let me see. So remember, this is how the Smart Campaign, this is a Smart Campaign, how it looks like, right? The Smart Campaign. So now this is an information whether I want to use my Google business profile, right? Okay, remember we set up a Google business profile for you guys, so I can use either the Google business, either the one I know or the one I don't know, or I want to use a website. Now I don't use this information, so you can choose any of that. If you don't want to use the website, you can choose the no. So what is your business name? Let's say in this case, Impact Her. Right, so you can choose that Impact Her. This is just what I just finished explaining. Let me enlarge the page a little bit. Now look at it. Where should people go after clicking your ad? Now, where Google is now asking you, where do you want people to land when they click on your ad? Now, that is the ads, that is a landing page now. So you choose a landing page. Remember, where people land when they click your ad. Okay, so now the website of Impactor is impactor.org. Let me see if I can get the page for donation. Impactor.org. For instance, I want people to donate. I want people to come to our donation page. Let me see if I can find it here. 1 second, please. Okay, donate. Let me click donate. Okay, so there is a link. So this is a link. Where am I now? Okay. So this Impactor. You copy the link of that particular page you want people to land when they are actually clicking on your ad. Remember, you can use your Google Business Profile. 2 options. Okay. So let's go forward. You just scan your website and give you a preview of what people will see when they click that page. So this is what the page looks like. Let me show to you how it looks like on desktop. This is how it looks like on desktop, right? So you can donate here. So this is the way it looks. Google is going to show to you a preview of that page. This is how it looks like on desktop. Look at it. Okay. So when we finish with that, you go next. And so now this is a place for you to choose your advertising goal. So maybe you want people to call you. This is only going to ask for your phone number. You want people to visit your website. This is going to ask for your website, which we have picked already. And you're going to give you an option of the physical location and the calls added to it if you choose this option. Or if you want to run video ads, this is the option. So let's pick this one and go ahead, visit more websites. So that means we want traffic to be drawn to our website. So you can just get started with this part. Which one is this? Okay, measure how effective your ad archive with your goals, measurements. All of this will lead us to something else. So let's skip this for now. And yes, if you want to connect with Google Analytics, this is a place where you can set that up. But let's skip this for now. That will lead us to a long process. Okay, so look at it now. So this is now the place for you to write your ads. Look at it. Let me reduce the screen again so that you see better. So now remember I said what people will see is what you're going to see a preview here, right? And these are the headlines. You can only write 30 characters here. 30 characters. 30 characters. So you can add more headlines. Okay, this is a new development. So you can add headline 4. It used to be 3. You can do 4 headlines, right? So let's say I want to write something. Yes. Remember, Google has crawled the internet already to produce these words for me. But it's my place now to decide if I want people to see this or see that. Remember, you have to concentrate the most catchy words on your headers. These blue parts. I don't read these parts. I don't know if people read it. I don't read this thing. That is the description now. So your content needs to be compelling. I can add more description. Oh, wow, interesting. So now I can do 4 headers and 3 description. Let me see. Oh, it's still continuing. So 5 headers. It didn't used to be like this before. It used to be 3 here and 2 here. So I'm saying 3 descriptions and 5 headers. So it's now going to be your place to decide what you want people to see. Okay, I think this is endless actually, and that is interesting. So now Google is going to be the one to shuffle all this information. That the ones to shuffle what people see per time. If you watch this place, you see that they're changing, right? You can see that changing. So Google will shuffle it, the best one they want people to see per time, and they'll decide which one is performing best. You can scroll down here to see the preview, right? You can see the preview here. And now if you come down here, you're going to see if you want people to call you also. So you can uncheck it or you can add it, add your phone number. So for instance, 80. You can change the country if it's not Nigeria, all of that. So when you finish with this, you go next. Google has crawled the internet of the web, has crawled the websites of the landing page that I submitted, so that they're able to produce these keywords to me. So what I'm saying now is, if people type female entrepreneurs, show my ad to them. If people type African female entrepreneurs, show my ad to them. These are just suggestions. You can decide to uncheck it, to delete it, and add new ones. You can type words like donate. That's what you want. Add what like donates. Why is it not speaking? Okay. So CC donates, you come down, you tap on it to add a new keyword. Donates. Donation. People type donation, people type donates. You can add up to 20. So let's say I just want to add all these ones just to save our time, right? It's 7 to 10 for best results. Just add this, add this. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so you can add 10, can add 7 to 10, but maximum is 20. You're done with that, you go ahead now. Go to the next one where you want your ad to show. So let's say you want your ad to show at 25-kilometer radius around where you are. So this is what you do. Either you move it forward or you move it backward. You want to show 13 kilometers. Remember, the wider you want to catch, the more money you spend. All right? Because the percentage of people that will be shown to in that area will increase. So let's say you want to do 30-kilometer radius around you, or you want to target specific cities. I want to say not Nigeria. I want to target people in Abuja, Nigeria, city. I want to target people in Lagos, Nigeria. Target people in Nigeria. I want to target those 3 cities. You type it wherever you are, whatever you want to do. Look at it. All right, so let's go. Go next. And now you're now going to set a budget. There are suggestions here. And now they want to decide how much you want to spend. Remember, you have to read all these things. $0.6 daily. That result in $18 $18 maximum. And then you're going to see an estimate of the number of clicks you're going to be having with each budget that you choose. So let's say you're choosing, let's just type our own budget. Let's say we are adding, you are doing for $50. But you can scroll this down if you want. You can take it down, right? $50 will give us $1,520 maximum payment. Remember, you can always stop it. You have full control. You can get you are going to be having an estimated 13 million ad clicks every month. So you decide that. And go next. Okay, so now you get to review your campaign. So you get to choose, can change the name, can change the goals, can change the website, can change all of that from here, can change the business name, can change the ad text. We want to change all of this. So for instance, you want to change the ad text, you can just click here. It will take you back to that place. You change everything you want to change, save or cancel, whichever one works. When you're done with that, you're going to see the budget, all these things, the keyword themes are all changeable. So you go next, right? So when you go next, now this is down the payment place. Yeah, now they want to decide how you want to pay, right? You want to pay automatic, you want to pay automatically, want to choose automatic payment, or you want to choose the manual payment. Remember, the automatic payment is the one you just add your card details. What did I press? Yes, the automatic payment is the one you just add your card details. So you add all this information. Yes, you add all this information and you submit. Or the manual payment is the one you just pay. Let's just choose this manual for purpose of. Okay. Okay, so you have to pay in dollars, and that will be difficult for a Nigerian to make that payment. So let's just choose this one. Let me see if it will work. Select this. What else have I not selected? So choose this. Remember, I need to select the card, smart campaign, what you need to know, blah, blah, blah. Read all of that. Remember the policies, everything needs to be kept in place. So you accept it. You go next. Yeah. The topic should be there. Connect with customers using Google Ads. Okay, if it's not there, please, sorry about that. Diana is going to escalate that so that you to be fixed. So from here now, you finish. Congratulations, you're all done, blah, blah, blah. So you can now explore your campaign. But I have to go and cancel it because my card is there. I have to cancel it, right? Because my card is there. I don't want the ad to run actually. So now tell me if you understand or if you don't understand from what I've explained. Do you understand how to set up a Google Smart campaign? It could be more complicated. Trust me. Let me see if I can find a screen for you to see. So this is a typical expert mode how to look like. For instance, you want to set up a new campaign. You come here, new campaign. Then you're going to see a whole lot of goals that you can do. Right? There's more to fix on this side. There's more to do. There's more to tweak. There's a lot of things that you want to do. Look at it. So let's say there's sales, there's lead, there's web traffic, there's products, there's brand awareness, app promotion, blockout store. You know, so there's a lot of things you want to do. App campaign. This is a smart campaign we just finished. Discovery campaign, shopping campaign, display, performance, max, search, video. So when you click any of this one, for instance, you're clicking on search, you need to add all this in. So it's more complex here, right? The expert mode is more complex. So you want to pay attention to how you can start with the basic mode, which is a one we're actually talking about now. So let me know if you understand or not. Do you understand? From what I've explained, I hope it's better now. You better understand what we're speaking all those jargons about. This is a place you go to settings if you want to look for your Google Keyword Planner. It's supposed to be settings and tools. So I'm going to skip this. Okay. So this is the analytics part that will be exposing to you how your ad is performing. So you can view all these details. You can filter it over time. All right. So having said that much, I think I've done the most. And Diana, please escalate it to Sandra so that they can add that. Just pick any topic that you like. Okay, pick the topic we did last week. Please, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Pick that is going to be corrected when the certificate is going to be sent. All right. So do you understand now? Do you understand how to set up an ad? Let me know in the chat. What do you mean by there's no connect with customers using Google Ads there? I don't understand what you mean, Juliana. Please help me. Yes, just pick any topic you like. Yes, for today, all right? It will just be filtered by the number of people that attended this session. And I'm trying to fill the attendance by 12 o'clock. So that will be corrected. Please, sorry about that. So let me know, do you understand from what I've explained? Because I've done the most, if I may say it that way. So what you need to do is go back and start practicing, right? These things are very simple. Go and start practicing how to set up an ad, start practicing how to set up an ad, how to make it work, and all of that. I'm trying to remove my card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll delete the ad shortly. Oh, where is it now? Questions. Before I let you go. So we are back here by 12:30 for the last topic. So please come back and learn. All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Diana, thank you so much. And every other person that was here. So you're back to the same channel. Please come back to the same channel and have a great time with us. Any questions? can go check and play around with all these things. Play around with all these things. Okay, so see you guys by 12:30 and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your break. Bring something for me as I'm coming back. Bye.